Welcome back to the channel for a review of Monday night's game, Port Vale against Stockport County. Where it finished, Port Vale 0, Stockport County 3. So what did we see? We saw the latest instalment of probably the best yet, Darren Moore disaster class. Wow. So we look at the stats for the game. We had 47.7% possession to Stockport's 52.3. We had 9 shots on goal, 1 on target. Stockport had 17 shots, 6 on target. And what I was watching begged belief. You got people like afterwards saying, oh, they'll stop, no need to panic. Stockport are a good side. We aren't going to run into anybody like Stockport again this season. It isn't Stockport we got to worry about. It's when we play in Wimbledon, away from home, we would hopeless. Dominate the game, draw. So when we play Orient at home, should win, lose. Stevenage at home, should win, lose. Northampton at home, should be more offensive, attacking minded. We draw. Reading away, they were hopeless, lose. Wigan away, again another side hopeless, lose. So it's not playing the Stockport to this world that are going to define our season. It's the games that I've just said. And the reason those games that I've just said have gone the way they have is because of one man. Let's talk about my favourite subject, Darren Moore. So where are we now? Where are we up to now? We're 4th from bottom. We got 13 points from 14 games. 11 goals in 14 games. And we're 2 points adrift of Burton in 5th place. He's coming up to 2 years in charge, Darren Moore is. And nothing's changed from the first moment he walked in to now. When you look at it, what is he now? His League One record against us, for us, 31 games he's been in charge in League One for Port Vale. He's managed to achieve 29 points. He's managed to achieve 6 wins. So if you look, if he continues this record, managing Port Vale in League One, this season, as I keep banging on, we will be relegated under Darren Moore. And you look at the 2 years he's been in charge, the budgets he's had, and the budget he's got, his League Two budget, it was massive. He tried his best to mess that up. At Christmas, we're practically outside the playoffs. You look this season, that squad is a mid-table squad. The only reason that squad isn't mid-table is because of one man, and that's Darren Moore. Surely the happy clappers regarding this manager must see exactly what he's about now. Like I say, he's had 2 years. Can you imagine with a budget that Andy Crosby, if he'd have had Darren Moore's budget, everybody'd be screaming for him to be sacked. But everybody's got this misconception that Darren Moore's a good manager. No, he's not. He's a one-trick pony, defensive-minded manager that cannot, no plan B, no offensive tactics, tactically naive, team selection all over the place. I would say there's better 11-year-olds on Football Manager that have been better than him. You look last season. It took him till after Christmas. We signed Lauren Talai. Took him till after Christmas to play him in his natural position, centre forward. You look tactically this season. The last 2 games, Wigan away. We're playing against 10 men. Devante Cole, who scores all the goals, sticks him on the left-hand side. Stockport on Monday. We're chasing a goal. Bring Stockley on. I can understand that. But take Payton off. Stockley is better as a front two. He hasn't got the legs to play as a three. And the last thing you do, you just don't do it. You don't put your main striker when you're searching for a goal again, not learn his lesson from Wigan, again, on the right-hand side. And you look at those two games, Wigan away. When they went down to 10 men, we didn't have one shot on goal. That's how offensively minded, tactically naive and useless he is. Not one shot on goal. So we won't look at that game just as one. Let's look at Monday. We're chasing a game after half-time, 3-0 down. He brings no substitutes on at half-time. And for the last 36 minutes of the game, did we have a go? No, we didn't. We could have lost it 6. For the last 36 minutes of that game, he had no idea how to affect that game tactically in any way, shape or form. In the last 36 minutes of Monday night's game, we had not one shot on goal. This season, we've got one home win in 7. 5 goals we've scored. He has not got a clue how to set a team up home and away. He's a one-trick pony. And we better start smelling the coffee. Those in the high power better start looking through this for what it actually is. This can go disastrously wrong very quickly. Because when you're in the position that we are, you're not going to go win 6 games on the trot. It's going to get to the point after Bolton whereby if we don't get wins against Wycombe and Plymouth, we're going to be cut adrift. And then if you get a couple of wins, you're just back in the pack. This needs addressing now. It is time for change. You look at the teams below us. Peterborough, they got rid of Darren Ferguson, bottom. They've seen that Darren McAntony, we need change. Blackpool, got rid of Steve Bruce. They've seen, we need change. This is getting serious. You look at Plymouth. Tom Cleverley is a dead man walking. You look all over social media regarding Plymouth. He is a dead man walking. Us, next in line, we should be looking for change because it's not working. Get somebody in who's young, who's vibrant, tactically, knows what he's doing, home and away, with that group of players. We're nowhere near that bottom 4. With this manager, we are absolutely guaranteed relegation under this manager. So it's no use crossing the fingers and thinking, eventually it's going to come good. It eventually won't come good. Look at his League One record managing us. 31 games he's managed in League One and got 29 points. The proof is in the statistics, and the statistics are saying he is not good enough. It is time for change. Like I said, banged on before, we're not sleepwalking into a relegation battle. We're already there. And it's only going to get worse. He was clueless on Monday. Absolutely clueless. If that had been any other manager there, it was embarrassing. Embarrassing. So enough of the rant. Let's give Darren Moore a mark. 0. Nothing. Wyominic ne point. Nothing. Deserves a 0. He bangs on after games, talking absolute corporate nonsense. Oh, after Wigan, yeah, we've got a free week. We've got a week to we'll get on the training pitch and all. Yeah, he's had a week on the training pitch after Wigan. He's made us worse. So I don't know what goes on there. So let's have a look at the team. So we'll mark the team, like I say, 5 is average, above 5 better than average, obviously below worse. Gucci, Gauchi, Couldn't be at fault for any of the goals, I didn't think. What he had to do, he made some good saves second half. But he was exposed at times with that back three. And so Gauchi gets a 5. So let's move on to the right-hand side of the back three. They interchanged at half-time, but we'll go with Cameron Humphreys on the right-hand side. His worst game in a Vale shirt. I don't know what he's better than that. Obviously, he isn't fit after his injury. He's been thrown in too soon. But he's better than Ben Enigan. Unfit. But his defending was shocking for their first goal. He was ball watching. Low got in between the two centre halves. Should have been touch tight to him. And it was a good finish. So, yeah, Cameron Humphreys, we'll give him that one. Because he's been brilliant this season for us. But that was his worst game. And he gets a 4. Jesse Deborah. Back to the old Jesse Deborah. Again, he's liable to that. Throw one of them performances in. He was garbage. He's dithering and he's dathering. And then to actually get shoulder charged off a ball by a bloke who's 5'1" was incredulous. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He looked every bit a National League centre half on Monday, and he gets a 3. Best one of the back three was Connor Hall. Steady, nothing spectacular. Played his usual game, tried to get forward a bit more on the overlap, and he gets a 5. So we move on to the wing backs. Kyle John. I thought Kyle John had a good game. He was good down the right-hand side. He was tenacious, good in the tackle, moved forward. And he was a bit better than average. He gets a 6. The other side, Johnson, my man of the match. I thought he was cracking. Drove forward, tremendous crosses into the area at times. He's definitely an asset. He's better than Edley. He's better than Gordon. I'm better than Jack Shorrock. So yeah, he was man of the match for me. So he gets a 7. So let's move on to the midfield 3. And again, Darren Moore, team selection man. Hey? He's clueless. He has not got a clue. Did his usual thing, flat 3. To the degree he's playing Glenn Garrity on the left in the first half. What are you doing, man? You paid £500,000 for George Hall. We're playing Stockport County, one of the best sides in that division. You've got pace, you've got power. Dynamic. So we play a flat midfield 3. With 2 players, especially one we'll come on to, who can't get around the pitch. So that game was crying out for Funzo Ojo, for Reece Walters, and George Hall. So what do? We put Dad's Army on. Ryan Crowsdale, first one. Should have scored twice. He was the best one of them 3. At least he got around the pitch. Tenacious, usual Ryan Crowsdale game. He gets a 5. Now then, George Byers. Utter garbage. Don't get this George Byers thing. The amount of back passes, sideways passes. I'd love to know how many forward passes he makes in a game, because I don't see any. And regarding tracking back, when he loses the ball, you got Ryan Crowsdale, who's 34. George Byers is 29. 29. Can't get around the pitch. Reece Walters and Funzo Ojo are better sitters than George Byers. because they're more athletic. He shouldn't be in the team. George Byers gets a 2. He was garbage. Balls were playing round him. That Jack Diamond had him on toast. Ben Garrity. I feel sorry for Ben Garrity. He's better than he's showing, because what he's showing is garbage. He's not a sitting midfield player, and he's not a sitting midfield player in a 3. Ben Garrity is best moving forward. When you look at the first half, Crowsdale getting in the area for the header and the shot he missed. When was the last time you saw Ben Garrity get in those positions? Not allowed to, because he has to sit. And Darren Moore's team selections, if he's going to play Ben Garrity, he's got better players, Funzo Ojo, Reece Walters, in that position that he's playing Ben Garrity in. Incredulous. Absolutely incredulous. So, unfortunately, Ben Garrity, playing like he is, he gets a 2 also. He was garbage. So, the forwards. Rory Payton. Poor game from Rory, really. Didn't really affect it. Kept drifting too much for me. But I think he's told to do that. Drift back, get the ball. Just stick like glue to Devante Cole. Play as a forward partnership. Play off each other. But they don't. They're too far apart. And he gets a 4. Devante Cole. Effort. You can tell the bit of quality he's got when he gets the ball. Didn't really fall for him. And he gets a 5. But what do we go and do when we're chasing a game? We bring Jaden Stockley on. Not got a problem with that, like I say. But don't bring Jaden Stockley on and put your best centre forward. Then on the right-hand side, didn't he learn from Wigan away? Where he just threw everybody on. Cole on the left, Fall up front. Chuckle brothers knocking into each other with Stockley. He has not got a clue how to change a game when we need to attack. Useless. So Stockley gets a 4 and Cole gets a 5. And the other incredulous thing, we bring George Hall on with 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. What's he going to do then? He should have been on at half time. 9 minutes to go. We bring the midfielder who links with the forwards just behind the 2. So bring Stockley on with Cole, George Hall behind. No. We continue playing a back 5 when we 3-0 down. Darren Moore. Clueless. So that's about it. I just find it amazing. In his 2-year reign coming up for, it's been the most boring football I've seen Port Vale play in my 48 years of going. It's nauseating. You look at Vale Park since he's been in charge. You can put on one hand how many good performances there've been. You got Chesterfield last season. You got Bromley last season. You've got Cardiff this season. You look at the garbage ones they've been, that we should be on the front foot with the team, with the squads we've got. You look at him, we played when we lost to Barrow at home last season. He made a midfield 2 in that first half. I haven't got a clue what he was doing, losing to Barrow. You look at the games, Tranmere at home last season, Carlisle at home, all them goalless draws we had. It's time for change. He has to go. If it's left too long, it will be too late. Other chairmen at other clubs, Peterborough, Blackpool, Plymouth below us, are acting now. We need to follow suit and act now. ownership, CEO, isn't all about the flowery things. It's being able to see exactly what is in front of you and what needs doing and to act accordingly. And make decisions fast and swift. So we need Carol Shanahan and Matt Hancock to see it for what it is. It isn't going to get any better. Statistically, 29 points from 31 games managing Port Vale in League One. Nothing is going to change. He has to go. So thanks very much for watching. Please like and please subscribe. And I'm going to say up the Vale, but we're going down bank at the moment. So fingers crossed. Up the Vale.